this video has been on my the idea for this video has been on my mind for a very long time. It's not just today that I'm thinking about talking about this topic. And what I want to talk about is provision. I want to talk about uh, how God provides. Matthew chapter 6, starting from verse 25, it says, "Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you'll eat or what you'll drink, nor about your body, what you'll put on. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds of the air. They neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? And which of you, by being anxious, can add a single hour to his span of life? And why are you anxious about clothing? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin, yet I tell you, even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. But if God so clothes the grass of the field, which today is alive and tomorrow is thrown into the oven, will he not much more clothe you, O you of little faith?" When it comes to provision, when it comes to God providing for us, um, there's gonna God there's gonna be conversations that God is having with us on a regular basis. He's talking to us about our purpose, where we need to go, what we need to do, etc., etc. And provision is not the main thing that God is speaking to us. However, when He's speaking these things to us, we have to believe that the provision necessary will come with that requirement. And we have to ready ourselves for it. There's one thing that I personally am very certain about, and that is that God provides. I'm 100%, I'm 1,000% certain that God provides. He does, and however, we need to do our part. One big aspect of it is not freaking out, um, because when you're in fear, you just really can't think straight. You can't see what God is showing you next. You can't see where your provision is coming from. Um, if you are if you are frozen by fear, it's gonna really impact um, the next steps. So today, I encourage you um, to directly take at face value what Jesus is saying in the verses that I read earlier. Just take it at face value. You're more important than flowers. You're more important. Um, you're definitely more important than the birds. God created you in His own image, and as such, He cares for you. He loves you. He cares for you, and He considers it His responsibility to provide for you. That's essentially the perspective that Jesus had. It's like, yeah, God takes care of everybody and everything. Um, it shouldn't be a question in your mind. It shouldn't be something that you have to worry about. It shouldn't be something that you stress about. Um, and as you put your trust in God, as you as you take provision, providing for yourself, providing for your family, providing um, in every different capacity that we think of, as you take that, and you just take it and you say, here, just pass it off to God. It's like, okay, this is not my responsibility. This is not my job. And you just pass it off. Just simple. Just pass it off. And when things look scary, don't freak out. If you've never experienced God providing for you, if you have always provided for yourself, if you have always had to hustle for your provision, I encourage you to try it just once. Just one time in your life. Just try it once. Trust God and let Him provide. Just give it over to Him and say, hey, I need you to provide in this situation. I don't know where my next paycheck is coming from, but I'm going to trust you and I'm going to leave it in your hands, and I will not freak out. And I will continue to do what you have called me to do. And when you do that, you will see some amazing things. And there's nothing like it. You know, just knowing that there's a God in heaven, having that conversation with Him and seeing Him come through and do something, nothing comes close. Nothing comes close. It's amazing. And it does wonders for your faith. Like, you can never doubt again, essentially. You can never doubt again because you know the God that you have worshipped and you experience what it means. Um, and it will change your life. So I hope this video finds you in good health. I pray that you do not find yourself in a nasty situation where you have to stress about your work. Um, but if you do find yourself in a situation, in a difficult situation, I want you to know and be encouraged in God's provision. Um, God bless you. Have a good one.